Yo, what up, guys? It's 5D here. I spent 10 hours learning about this new once human class system, specifically Beastmaster. And in this video, I'm going to break down everything I've learned so far from a new player's perspective. So you have a lot to learn as a newer player. Besides the first fact that animals don't run away from you, that's one thing that animals and lovers like to choose this Beastmaster for, because they just like to play alongside a companion, especially if you like to play solo. You can always have an animal as a companion. It might not be these domesticated animals like this one, like that one just run away, but you see, it allows you to press F on the button next to the animal and see their stats, because to capture an animal you want to know whether it's a S grade, A grade, C or low. But you wanted to always capture S grade instead, except you don't have a choice, right? So now if you like this animal's grade and their traits, did it just run away? Okay, there it is. And they also speak to you too. Another hopeful day. It's actually speaking to you. When you move around, you see some bubbles next to the animal. Don't tell me there are deviants here. So these animals do speak to you. No other type of class can see animal speech text bubbles like you. It's only Beastmaster that can see this. So that's just a few, things that you can enjoy from this new trait that does not have to do with combat. Now, most players will choose this for the combat purposes, but you can choose this to just have animals around you. It doesn't have to be wild animals that will attack players. Could be just these cool animals like this that you have in the game. Now, if I head back over to my base and you see the ones that I've captured so far, yes, after seeing the animals trait, you have to do some damage to them, bring them half health, and then use the capturing tool to, tranquilize them and capture them. After an animal is captured, you can now place them into your barn, enclose them so that they don't roam around too much or roam too far and get killed. But if you capture them, put in this, what do you call this thing now? The animal trough, put feed and water in there, and then they grow and get tamed fully. That's when you can begin to use them in battle and everything like that. So I currently have a wolf right here, I have a leopard right here, and I have 2 bears right here, right? All getting food and water, and now they are strong enough to be called into battle. They are all adults, right? I do have male and female wolf. I do have only a female leopard. I'm looking for a male one. They do come in different colors and all that. Some players are even using the wolf from the Luna, which is red wolf, and you see some strange looking bears because they have some different color schemes that they have to them. Now if you look down here at, I don't know if you can see down there, you can see 3 whistles. There's a red one, blue one, and a green one. These whistles are given to you when you select the Beastmaster class, and you can use this whistle to assign to a animal. Let's say if I go to the leopard and press F, careful not to place slaughter. Do not slaughter your animals by mistake. Now you can see right there that I currently assigned the red whistle to this leopard. I currently have this blue one to the wolf, and I have the green one to the... So you can have 3 animals out with you in battle at all times. That makes an entire 4-man team, right? So you really don't need to play with a team anymore, right? Nah, you still need a team, because these animals don't do crazy amount of damage like a 4-man team will do to a boss or to enemies, right? So take note of that. And the targeting on them are kind of weird, where they don't always target enemies that you want. Just like your deviant don't always target enemies, right? So you gotta always, players, 2, 3, 4 players joining with you in battle is always going to be better than having animals along with you. But it's just nice, especially for players who play solo, or even if you play with a 4-man team, you can always have your animals out there to impress your friends, especially those friends who chose chef, or those friends who chose the gardener, right? All right, let me demonstrate calling out my animals with the whistles right here. I don't see their enemies around, but I'll just call out the leopard with F at 5. If I press the 5 key, that's where I put the whistle, and it's spawned. It will do what it wants to do, just roam around. Does it see an enemy? It's laying in the water. So it's just roam around, and you can call it where you want. There's currently nothing happening, that's why it's just doing its thing. I can point to that direction and press 5 again. You see that little icon? It means it should go there. It will obey the command. You can call it wherever you want. So if there's some battle action going on there, you can just tell it to go over there. Let's see if it runs all the way to that tree. It does. It does. So you can direct while you're busy shooting in battle, shooting, you can just press 5 and tell it to go there, shoot, so you can always direct your animal to where you want it to go. He actually took down that tree. me see that again. It can take down trees? I didn't know that. I tell you, this is my first impression of this. Let me see if it also takes down this tree. Let's go closer and take a second look at this. It is attacking the tree. So if you have specific enemies that you want these animals to target, you have to put your arrow on that enemy. Let me see if it can take down an ore. I doubt it. The stone is too hard. You need better tools. It tried. Yeah, you can put tools on your... Wait, it's still attacking trees? I selected one tree. It's taking down all the trees. It's not giving me the wood though. It is giving me the wood. I'm standing right here and it's giving me all the wood that is farming. Yo, can you stop? Taking down more trees. I've never done this in battle. I usually bring it out in battle. All right, let me call it back here and stop attacking trees, right? What if I tell it to take down plants? Will it? That's a plant. Instead of you to go over there and gather crops by yourself, let me see if it gathers crops. It did not? Still going for the trees. Damn, it has a it has a thing for trees, I guess. All right, so that's the leopard. The second one I'll call out is going to be the wolf. That one I put it on number 6 key, and if I call it out there, it is spawned right here. That's my wolf. Like I said, they all have different traits that affect their mood and affect how much damage they do. This one is currently a 2620 attack, while the leopard is going to be stay there. 519 attack. That's very low. That's very low. You can press G to retrieve it right here back to your base. It doesn't go into your inventory, so it doesn't occupy a lot of space for you, right? The wolf is out there roaming on its own, but it's kind of sad looking. Maybe it's hungry or something. And now the number 7 one is going to be the biggest one of all of them, the bear. That's the one I assigned to him. He's kind of slow in battle in terms of how fast he can run. Let me see if he can run really fast. Number 7. See, it's kind of slow. If it was the leopard or the wolf, they'll run over there very fast. But this one, a lot of things gets in its way, like obstacles gets in its way easily. But it still can do a ton of damage, way more damage than a wolf can do or a leopard can do, right? Let me see his attack stats. Hold on. 5192. Let me see. There's one I saw over here that was way higher than that. I'm talking about this black one. But that one is not yet an adult. That's why I'm using the brown one for now. This one showing me 3050 attack right there. So it seems like that one attack will be higher. So check out for the animals with the highest attacks to assign your whistles to if you intend to use them for battle. Some people just use them as pets and gather and just walk around with them in the game and just look cool, right? They will always be out there until you teleport. So if I just teleport to a different location, they will not come along with me. I'll have to call them out again. And there's a cooldown on how long they'll stay out, or you can call them out. Let's say I just call them now and I retrieve them. It's going to be a while until I can, you know, call them out again. So there's going to be a cooldown counter you can wait for. What is it looking for? All right. So that's the other thing I noticed about my first impressions about all these animals. And there's one more thing I wanted to mention right here. Besides that, you can call them out. You have to feed them to make them happy, else they get really moody in battle and they don't really perform well and they don't obey your orders sometimes. Sometimes they just stray and walk away or sleep instead of them to be doing their job. While I call these ones out, their copies are still in there, so you don't think I have 2 wolves or 2 leopard. No, this is just the same ones that I called out there, and they do not attack your deviants, they do not attack your other players, they just roam around there. It's only when you tell them to attack enemies that they do so, right? Let me see, according to my notes, what else I need to mention. Now, I know you want to see them some action in battle, so I'll show some action. But first, let me tell you that you can also actually upgrade them a little bit, add some more stats to them. Let's go to your crafting supply workbench. And I saw this yesterday. Metal claw, beasts, carapace, metal dental sets, smart helmet. There are things. Let's just call them artifacts or armors that you can put on yourself or on your animals to give them extra stats. So for example, the metal claw, this one improves the gathering of medium and large animals, letting them collect harder more advanced ores. Like you see right now, my animal just tried to collect aluminium, no, tungsten, and it could not. But if I put this metal claw on him or assign it to myself, it will apply to the animal, and then he can now collect tungsten and other things. So he didn't have that. That's why I couldn't collect this ore. Now for this beast carapace, a protective backplate crafted for animals reduces the damage received by the equipped animal. So yeah, they do have a health bar. You see all the animals, did they come in here with me? They did not. They're still probably out there. They do have a health bar that you should be aware of, and they can also get healed, not killed. So if your animals get down in battle, they simply go back to the base. They don't like die or anything. So they can be hit by enemies and they just simply go back to the base. There is also a artifact you can craft for them that gives them healing over time if they are out of combat. So if they're just roaming right after a battle, they are half health. There's one more you can craft to get them back into full health. This one gives more XP, 20% XP, or even up to 100%. All this thing I'm showing you, make sure you check right here and select the right one. This is the basic 20%. This one gives you even 60% XP, and this one gives you extra 100% XP if you're not yet at level 50. Having your animal along with you when equipped a special helmet that records animals' activities, the wearer can study it, and basically you get double the XP if you have this control unit activated for this smart helmet. So sharpens the fangs for greater threat, significantly boosts the combat strength. This is the one I need the most, but I'm looking to craft this stardust ingot so it can boost my attack by an extra 800. So this is something that I'll look forward to getting for my animal for sure. I'm not okay about the metal claw and all these other ones, but this one, there's one that has to do with healing. I think I crafted it already, but I've not used it. Animal backpack. This one increases your maximum load, so allows the animals to share their master's burden significantly and gives you a little bit more storage space than usual. Increases the recovery amount by 1% max HP. Like I said, you can change it to something else. The red one is what I actually want to craft. That will give my animals, increasing the recovery amount by 9% of the max HP. Medical supplies for animals. Equipped animals will continue to recover HP after combat ends. So that's the one I need right now for my animal. There are lots of other ones that other classes do not have. I'm sure there are other classes that have special things that I also don't have, like a Beastmaster. But this is the first one I'm trying. In my second alternate account that will go into Dream Zone and play, I will try a different class, which is going to be the Chef. People are saying the Chef is better than the Beastmaster, and I think I agree for damage. Now for the end of the video, it's time for me to go into some battle content and fight some enemies using my 3 animals and see how much damage I do to them. I'm not going to use my weapons. I'm just going to run around and watch them decimate the entire enemy wave or battles that I'm going into next. Let me find the enemy that is worth this challenge. Not low level, of course, but hopefully not one that will take us forever, because these animals sometimes they just do their thing. All right, let me pause and go find an enemy that is worth the battle. All right, I found an enemy right here in the distance that I'll use to demonstrate this animals fighting. So I'll go fight level 31. So not bad. Maybe let's see how long we can take to take them down. I'll first of all call out the bear. No, that's the leopard. The wolf, he answered. And the bear. Let's go. The leopard already knows the assignment. Okay, without me going that far into them, let me see if I can just direct them over there to attack. That one. 5, 6, 7. They're all going. They're all going. I see some damage flying. 5, 2, 6. So the damage number written next to the animal is what? He's saying, I'll crush you. I'll crush you. They are speaking. The bear takes his while, takes his time to join in the battle. Before he joins the battle, it's already over. Those 2 enemies are down. And 5, 6, 7. Go. The wolf is fast. Can they jump that fence? They kind of get stuck on obstacles like that. Okay. They did get that enemy too. did. They did the job for me. All right, without me telling them what to do, let me see if they can actually attack this enemy by just being next to me. Will they attack him on auto? They did not attack him. Wolf. Yeah, the wolf did. Now the leopard also got him. You can see their health is going low a little bit. You can see the wolf health especially. Is it regenerating? And I don't notice it. But while out of combat, they will get their health back, I think. Is there any other enemy standing right here? Let's go over to this one and kill. Whoa. He's fast. The wolf does more damage than the leopard, I think. So most people prefer to use the leopard in battle. I mean the wolf, but the leopard looks cooler. See, the wolf did not even wait for me to direct him over to that area. The animals also have my name across their head. I think you can change the name of these animals. So you can choose to just use them to fight. It just looks cool. And yeah. You can call them not just outside, even while inside buildings, they do answer the call and they will be used to help you fight some battles. So they can also use to take damage away from you. As you can see, while these enemies are attacking the animals, they don't kind of focus on me at all. So if the animals are being hit, this one doesn't throw that in at me. The wolf is going to get him. So they are very busy. See, this one is not focusing at me anymore. It kind of draws damage away from you, so they can be used as tanks too, right? In some way. So I was gonna see what happens when they take maximum damage and they go low too bad and they lose a lot of health, but it seems like they are not taking a lot of damage from these enemies in this area. All right, I think that's all I wanted to show right here in this video. My first impressions of this new class system using the animal whisperer, if I want to call it that class system. But I like this one for sure. Remember, if you're a newer player, you can go over there. I think it's also in-game. I found it as an existing player and I selected that special, is it a face? I don't have it anymore, but I used it to activate my, what do you call it now? Let me open it again. Memetics. Beastmaster. You cannot change it. So that class, that little item they gave to us allowed us to select which of the classes you want. You can let me know in the comments if you prefer Gardener for some reason. I'd love to know who is selecting Gardener and how you're enjoying it. So far, a lot of players who want big damage for bosses and for silos and all that stuff, they do go for this chef class. And they select this chef class because you can craft a lot of food buff food that a lot of other players don't have, that boosts your damage by a lot, right? This is also one that is very, very popular right now. And for those players who just like to roam around and look cool, the animal class is definitely one to watch out for, because you can, you know, breed a lot of different animals. Now the question is, after breeding these good animals and using them, can you pass it on to other players? I think most players can still enjoy this benefit. There used to be a whistle in the game way before this Beastmaster mode was introduced. There used to be a whistle where you can call your animals after you capture them, but I've never really used that whistle for anything. Oh, I'm here talking and my animals are still busy fighting a battle that I did not send them to fight. Cool. All the XP they do get while they are battling these things do come to you, as you can see there. I'm not getting any resources though, unless I go near and claim the resources, right? I'm just seeing the XP. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Just wanted to talk about this new class system a little bit more. I've done a short while I said I was going to choose Beastmaster, and now that I chose it and used 10 hours live on stream to test it out, this is all I have to say about it and all I've learned so far. I know there is more, way more things that I did not cover in this video, and hopefully as time goes, I'll understand it a little bit more. Where did that shadow come from? Ooh, big shadow from there. All right, you guys, let me know what you think about this Beastmaster mode and tell me in the comments which class is your favorite one. Please don't forget to go over there to the comment section or in the description to use the special link right there to download Once Human, whether you're playing on PC or mobile. And don't forget, it's also coming on console. pretty soon. Go use that link also to find the special console pre-order link that you can use to make sure you check out for Xbox and PS5 when it finally launches. Good job to Once Human for doing this huge update that the entire community is currently hyped about and enjoying in their just recently released 2.0 and annual update.